Hey there, Sag, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a reading for October 14th through the 31st, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Sag, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and want to show your appreciation, donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Also, there's construction happening outside, so you might hear some honking, and you might hear some basically construction noises. I'm hoping this microphone doesn't pick it up, but if it does, I apologize. So, main energy for your reading is the Justice card. This is beautiful because it's essentially letting you know that this, for the next 2 weeks or whatever the duration of this reading is, I'm just going to say the monthly reading, even though this is like mid-month. For the duration of this reading, the energies are getting balanced out for you. Divine balance is being restored. So if you're looking at anything in a relationship, if you're looking at anything internally for you energetically, beautiful, beautiful energy. In the recent past, you get the Ten of Swords, the Strength card, and the Five of Wands. It was very difficult for you in the recent past. Something came to an end, and this ending was very, very painful. It was drawn out, and it was kind of like overdone. Like it didn't have to end that way. It didn't have to go that badly. And you're showing me it was really hard for me to deal with this ending because you were still experiencing this internal conflict. And we'll see exactly what this internal conflict is about. Now, in the current situation, you get the High Priestess, the Emperor, and the Queen of Cups. Deep, deep down, your intuition is really communicating with you to kind of keep your shit together, right? Maintain control. Don't let your emotions get the better of you here, because I do see that you do really care about your person. I see that the immense amount of love that you have for them. And you also know that they love you just as much. It's not like you're confused here about how they feel. But for some reason, your intuition, your higher self is kind of trying to tell you here, like, Sag, keep it together. Keep it together. And we'll see exactly why. In the near future, you get the Chariot, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. You want to move towards a reconciliation here with your person in the near future. And it does seem to be divinely guided, but you're confused here. There's a little bit of flip-flopping back and forth for you when it comes to this reconciliation, when it comes to moving towards a reconciliation. So let's see why. I'll start off by clarifying the Justice card, which is the main energy for this reading. Justice is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yeah, it seems like things are working here for you. Things are building and you're creating beautiful, why can't I talk? Beautiful, beautiful energies within this connection. It's a strong bond that you and this other person that you're dealing with have. It's a very strong connection. And it seems like right now, both on a 5D level, but also here in the 3D world, like things are working. Everything is getting fixed. Everything is getting balanced out. The difficult energies are kind of getting leveled. Really, really positive energy when it comes to fixing, building, creating, following destruction in this connection, in this bond. So whatever happened between you and this person, it seems like things are kind of getting set right. In this reading. I'm very curious though to see, you know what, we'll get to it. Let's start off by taking a look at the recent past. I'll start off by clarifying the Ten of Swords in the recent past for you. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, which you get again in the same realm, the current situation, and the Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. You're crystal clear, right? Crystal clear on the fact that you want to bring this back. You want a reconciliation. You know this both like here in the 3D world, if I were talking to you here in the 3D world, but also from a higher self level. Your higher self, your intuition, whatever you want to call it, came in the recent past and was like, yeah, look, Sag, things may have ended. It may have been difficult. Let's get this reconciliation on the road. And you're like, yeah, I know that this is what I want. However, at the bottom of the deck, you get the Two of Wands. I don't see you necessarily taking action to make this reconciliation happen in the recent past. Not yet. You're showing me I need more time. I need to wait a little bit here. Let's take a look at the Strength card in the recent past for you. Strength card is clarified by the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. You know this is a soul connection. You know this is a divine connection. And you're showing me, despite all the hardships, despite all the difficulties in this connection, this divine connection makes me so happy. The 10 of Cups is one of the 2 happiest cards in the entire tarot deck. And you're showing me it makes me happy. I know it makes me happy. It's a little bit difficult for me right now, well, in the recent past, to fully experience this happiness because I'm kind of confused about everything that's going on, about this ending, separation, etc. But this connection genuinely makes me happy despite the hardships and despite the difficulties. I really like the fact that despite the difficult energies, you still know and are very connected to how this person makes you feel and how this connection makes you feel. Let's take a look at the 5 of Wands in the recent past. Five of Wands is clarified by the Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 2 of Wands. You've already decided, right? You've already made up your mind that you are going to shift the energies in a much better direction. You're going to have a complete 180. If you're over in the recent past, you're getting back together. If you're unhappy, you're going to move towards happiness. Like, your higher self is very, very connected to you in this reading, and it's really coming into play in a lot of these energies. You're getting a lot of major arcana cards, which to me as a reader are indicative of your higher self. Now, again, in the recent past, you're showing me I'm still waiting. It's not the right time for me to take action quite yet. So I'm still waiting on the moment when I know it's the right time for me to get to that point of taking action and making this happen. Let's clarify the High Priestess in the current situation for you. High Priestess is clarified by the Hierophant, the 5 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, in this connection, I don't know who it is that is inconsistent in this connection, but that seems to be showing up in the current situation. It's almost like your intuition is reminding you of this inconsistency. Now, I don't know if you're the inconsistent one. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like it may have been your person that's hot, cold, in, out. And this has happened in the past. They've been like this in the past because I do see you already experiencing and having experience with this energy. And so your high priestess, your intuition is coming in the current situation and just letting you know, hey, you can move forward. This is guided divinely, but keep in mind that this inconsistent energy, this hot and cold, just like it was difficult for you in the past because you get the Strength at the bottom of the deck, it's going to be difficult for you this time as well. So this person tends to be very inconsistent and maybe even slightly immature in their energies, and that seems to be coming up again in the current situation for you. And that may be something that you may need to be, for some reason, reminded of. That that's a thing between you and this person. I don't know why your higher self is coming in and being like, hey, Sag, just keep this in mind, but it is. Let's take a look at the Emperor in the current situation. The Emperor is clarified by the Queen of Cups, which you get again in the current situation, the Magician, and the 3 of Pentacles. You're showing me I got control. Like, I'm in control. I got control of my shit, And again, the Strength at the bottom of the deck. Despite the hardships, despite the difficulties, you are in control. And you're showing me I love my person. I know they love me. No doubt there. What you're manifesting here, though, is them coming in and working with you. Right? Not being difficult, not being inconsistent, not like both of you coming together and really working towards the same goal. That's your deepest manifestation here in the current situation. You know how they feel about you. You know how you feel about them. You know how this connection makes the both of you feel. So I can understand why your main focus energetically is like, look, the feelings aren't a question. I just want them to, match my energy. If we're working towards a reconciliation, I want to give 50%. I want them to give 50%. I don't want to be the one having to put in all this energy and they're just kind of doing me a favor for joining along for the ride, right? You want them to match your energy and put in as much effort in making this reconciliation happen as you are. I like it. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups in the current situation. Queen of Cups is clarified by the 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. When you get into this analytical place, when you start looking at things logically, right, you get a little disappointed because black and white on paper the odds don't really seem that great, right? If somebody were to take away the emotions out of this and they looked at this just like completely analytically, logically, like a robot almost, it doesn't look like this is going to work out too well. You're showing me like looking at this analytically makes me unhappy, right? Because this person has been inconsistent, and usually inconsistent people, they don't change. This connection ended. Who says it's going to come back? Who says we're going to reconcile, right? And again, deep down, your intuition's trying to tell you, like, Sag, don't listen to facts. I mean, not facts, but like black and white. But essentially, it's a little difficult for you not to, because you're sitting here thinking, you're like, well, if I look at this logically, the odds aren't really in my favor here. And so that kind of seems to disappoint you here in the current situation. But that doesn't take away from the love that you have. And it also doesn't really stop you from expressing your emotions to this person and holding on to these feelings and allowing them to be there. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to clarify the Chariot in the near future. Chariot is clarified by the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. You're still moving forward. You're still making this happen. You're showing me, despite all the thoughts, despite all the overthinking, despite the fear that this isn't going to work out, this person is my person. I know they're my person. I see them as a long-term connection. I see them as being in my life for a very, very long time. Yes, I have my doubts. Yes, I have my question marks. I would be crazy not to, but I'm still moving forward here. I'm still making this happen. I'm still going to make my desire a reality with this person. You are very tenacious. Like, you are very determined here. It's actually inspiring. Let's take a look at the 2 of Pentacles in the near future. Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Star, the Hermit, and the Sun. The confusion here for you in the near future doesn't stem from your desire. It stems from here in the 3D world. Your higher self, these are all major arcana. Your higher self knows what you want. Your higher self is working to make that reality, that desire a reality, okay? You're confusing yourself a little bit here in the 3D world with your doubts, your question marks, your what ifs, your let me think about this logically, right? Your higher self's already on board. And deep down, your higher self's trying to tell you, Sag, just be happy. The Sun is the happiest card in the entire tarot deck. Just be happy. Your desire, what you want, is coming to you. But I do see a little bit of confusion and even slight hesitation here in the near future, simply because of the doubts, of the question marks, of the what ifs that are showing up for you. Let's take a look at the 3 of Cups in the near future. Three of Cups is clarified by the 3 of Wands, Page of Wands, Ace of Cups. You've got 3 out of 4 aces. The energy for this reading is new beginning. It is screaming new beginning. And you're showing me, I believe, I know that even though here in the 3D world things aren't happening as quickly as I would like, we're not making as much progress as I would like, I know that we're moving towards this new beginning in love. It's not a question of if it's going to happen. It's literally just a question of when. It's just a matter of time until me and my person get back to this place of love with each other. I like this. You are very, very positive and secure and like confident. And this is what I want. This is what's going to happen. Give me 2 more. The 4 of Wands flow out of the deck. Let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind for this reading. From the universe, you get the 4 of Wands, the Hangman, and the Judgment. Yeah, you know that this connection is intense, it's deep, it's powerful. And you know that things may not be happening right now here in the 3D world. Things are stuck, but you're perfectly aware of why that's the case. Because divine timing is at play. Everything is going to unfold the way it's supposed to, when it's supposed to. And so even though I do see you wishing it happened more quickly, you're not really in any rush to make it happen more quickly. I love that, Sag. This is a really beautiful reading. Your energy is very, very comfortable. So that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee or 2. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thank you so, so much for tuning in, Sag, and I'll see you here on the next one.